Loving yourself, man. Listen, you should always love yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the beginning, like the first stages of loving yourself is actually working on yourself, taking care of yourself, um, believing in yourself. Like that's like the most important things in order for you to love yourself, because loving yourself is important, man. Like if you ever expect to have somebody else in your life and love somebody else, you got to start with you first. You got to love yourself first, because if you don't love yourself, how could you spread the love? How could you spread something you ain't got? You know what I'm saying? Like, so with me, I like to take the time out and work on my body, and work on myself, as in, if anything that I feel like I could work on, I start working on it immediately. Like for me, it was always been my anger. So I'll be mad as fuck for like little petty shit and this and that. And I'll analyze the situation of why I get mad or why I was mad. And later on, I'm like, bro, I've been wasting my fucking time being mad at something that it's like, I'm gonna get over it regardless. So I might as well stop thinking about it right now. You know what I'm saying? So whenever something happens to where like I'm about to get mad or I get mad, I think about that time that I'm like, all right, I gotta work on not being mad or not letting my emotions get in the way, so and it takes a while, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go through many situations and a million times you gotta go through things so where you could start controlling it, you know what I'm saying? So with me, I just try to focus on the problem and get right to it, because in my opinion, that's the best way to do anything, is to not avoid the problem and get right to what the problem is and find a solution for it. Because the longer you dealing with the problem is the longer you gonna be in the same position, you know what I'm saying? So, I also work on myself, as in I go to the gym because it makes me feel better, like mentally and physically. It makes me feel better. So I'll go to the gym in the morning, and it just like, it makes my day go smoother and makes my day go better, and I just feel better. Like I just beat myself up in the gym and I'm ready to take on the day. Like it's just something that honestly like will help you out with, loving yourself, because you're gonna be working on yourself, meaning you trying to do better, you trying to make yourself better, you feel me? Like, so if you just sitting around and you don't care about how you look and this and that, that's not truly loving yourself. You gotta be, always trying to progress and do things to make you better. That's what loving yourself is. Like, that's the whole point of this stuff. Is like, also what I do is like, I'll take care of myself, meaning I'll go get haircuts, I'll go get massages. Like, bro, your body is your temple, so why won't you take care of it? Like, you take care of your house, you take care of your car, you take care of certain things that you have, but the most important thing that you're always with, that you'll always have as long as you're alive, is your body. So like, why wouldn't you take care of that to the fullest? I'm taking care of that before I'm taking care of anything else, because at the end of the day, I wake up in my body. Every day I gotta look at myself in the mirror in my body. So it's like, it would make no sense for me to not take care of my body. And also, you feel better, you know what I'm saying? So I do that. Like, I get massages. I go get haircuts quite often. You'll see me, like, I'm always be looking fresh and stuff, because I love myself, honestly. I look in the mirror and I'm proud of who I am, and I'm proud of how I look, And also, like, the food, man. The food is really what matters. Like, you can work out and do all this stuff, but you got to eat the right foods. The right foods gonna make you feel better. I used to eat like, bullshit. I'll go eat Mickey D's, Chinese food, Subway, this and that. Like, all that shit's a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, once in a while, if you want to have you a little cheap meal and this and that, and, how's it called? If you want to damn, I forgot how to say the thing, man. But if you want to go treat yourself, you know, have a little cheat meal. But at the end of the day, man, when you start eating clean and you start really taking care of yourself, you're going to be like, man, I don't even want that shit. I don't crave that shit. Because why would I want something that's bad for me? Why would I want something that's going to make me feel bad? Like, how does that even make sense? That's like looking for somebody that's going to be in a relationship with you that's like a headache. Like, that makes no sense. Why would you do that? You know, so I believe like in loving yourself a whole lot. It takes a lot, you know, and it starts in the mindset too, because the way you speak to yourself says a lot. You know, a lot of people talk to themselves like, oh, I'm just not good enough. I'm not this, that. Like, that's where it starts. You know, that's where it starts, is where you look in the mirror and be like, I'm going to be great. I'm good enough. This is me. I could do this. I can. You know, I don't like to use the word can't, man. When people use the word can't around me, I'm like, yo, get that out your vocab. Get that out your mind. There is no can't. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to use can't, use it as, I can't use the word can't no more. How about that? Use it like that. You know what I'm saying? But to be like, oh, I can't do this. I just can't do that. Well, yeah, you can't now, because you just done put it in your mind. You just done put it out in the world. So you definitely can't do it now. You know what I'm saying? Even if I doubt myself, even if I'm worried about something, I'm going to say, nah, I'm going to do it. It's done already. So, you know, I believe in loving yourself a lot. You know, it makes your life better, and you treat people better also, you know, because when you love yourself, you got that aura about you, like, damn, this person like got it all together. And sometimes you might not even have it all together. You just have this great aura because you love yourself, because you taking care of yourself, because, you know, you bettering yourself day by day, that it's gonna feel like that. So a lot of times people like would be like, oh, Kev, like, you seem like you got it together and like nothing worries you and this and that. It's because I believe in myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here worried about stuff. I'm gonna just believe in me, and I'm gonna keep on doing me, and I'm gonna keep progressing, man. Like, so why would I worry when it's up, when it's in God's hands and I'm putting the work in, bro? What do you have to worry about? Like, what do you honestly have to worry about? Nothing. So to me, you know, that's a big part of my life, man. And as long as I can love myself, I'll give it to others, you know, like. And to me, you know, to people, it might seem harsh, but sometimes I'll tell people straight up, because, you know, I'll tell people straight up, man, you lazy, man, you ain't eating right. If I care about you, I'm gonna tell you straight up, man, whether it hurts or not. I'm gonna tell you straight up, because of the fact of I really do care about you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know your potential. I know how you're gonna feel when you start eating right, when you start hitting the gym, when you start, you know, just loving yourself at a different level. Like, it's just a wonderful feeling, because I've been on that side already, where I'm just trashing my body and I'm making wrong decisions and I don't care. I'm acting like I don't care. You know, I've already been on that side. I know how that side feels, you know. But deep down inside, you really know what's right, you know? You see people with a nice body, you see people eating right, you're like, damn, that's what I should do. I should be doing that. But what's stopping you? What's stopping you from doing it? You know? And that's my take on, you know, loving yourself, because it's important, man. A lot of people are going through a lot of pain and stuff, and like, you gotta really like just have faith and really like just show that love, man. Show that you got this shit, and show that, you know, you're strong. You feel me? Because a lot of people be going through a lot of pain and this and that, and they talk down to themselves. You know, I done that before, been depressed, and you talk down to yourself and you don't pretty much believe in yourself. But it's like, okay, you learn from that experience once you get done with that experience, you know, because we all have to go through it. You know, at some point in our life, we're going to go through something, you know, that makes you feel like that. For next time, just know I'm gonna believe in myself. I've gotten through, you know, a time in my life where it was crazy and I thought I wasn't gonna make it out, and I made it out, or, you know, whatever the case may be. And this time around, if something happens, I'm gonna believe in myself. I'm gonna keep loving myself, and I'm not gonna talk to myself down. You know, like, the only time I talk to myself down is like where I'm like, how do I say this? Like, competing with myself. I'll be in the gym and I'll be like, come on, man, stop being a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Stop being a bitch, get it. You know, and I'm talking to myself. Or I'll even talk to one of my friends, man, don't be weak, man, come on. We trying to get right. You know what I'm saying? We yelling at each other like, yeah, come on. You know what I'm saying? Pushing each other, that's fine. But don't down yourself, man. Life is too beautiful to not be loving yourself, to not be waking up and loving the life that you live, bro. You don't even have to have all the materials yet, you know, because at the end of the day, what I've noticed is that every time I get something that I really want, I'll be thinking about this thing freaking months, all day, weeks, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes years, and you'll get that thing and it'll be great for a minute, you know what I'm saying? It'll be great. You're like, finally, I got it, and this and that. And then after a while, it just gets tiring. So, I mean, you can just get used to it. So what really matters is like you. Like, how do you feel? Do you love yourself? Do you feel happy with yourself already? Because materials, yeah, it'll make you happy for a little bit, but it's what's inside of you. What do you feel internally? You know, and once you feel that, you don't need no materials to be happy, man. Sometimes, you know, I'll cruise or I'll drive in my little car, man, and it ain't much, you know what I'm saying? It really ain't much. Or I'll just be riding the e-bike. You know, I'm on the e-bike right now. And I'll just be like, damn, like, I really woke up today. You know, I did a workout with my girlfriend, and like, my life is great. Like, I got food in the fridge. I could afford to pay my bills. Like, it's beautiful, you know what I'm saying, to be able to say that, because a lot of people can't. And a lot of people's mindset is messed up to the point where they don't allow themselves to think like that, like, to be grateful. It's a blessing to be able to see your life in a like blessed manner, you know what I'm saying, in a blessed way. Like, I could look at it like, oh, this raggedy car, oh, I'm riding the freaking e-bike, oh, the bills and this and that. Like, nah, I'm gonna look at it like, I'm blessed. All this is a blessing to me, you know? So, hey, always focus on loving yourself, man, because that's important. And I'm here with y'all. I love myself, and I'm gonna always spread the love, man. Much love to everybody.